ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये।
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
उत्तमश्लोके
भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
यदैकपादेन सपार्थवार्धक
यदि कपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
पादेन सपार्थिवार्भक
यदि कपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
निपीडितामही
ततस्तो तन्दग अंगुष्ठ निपीडितामहि
नाम तत्रादम इभेन्द्र दिष्टिता
ननाम तत्रा धर्म इवेन्द्रधिष्ठिता
सेवे तरतः पदे पदे
तरीव सेवेत तथा पदे पदे
एकपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
यदि कपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
निपीडितामही
तस्तो तद अंगुष्ठ निपीडितामहि
नाम तत्रादमिभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता
नन्नाम तत्रा धर्म इभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता
देव्या पदे
तरीव सेवेत
पदे पदे
एकपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
यदि कपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
तामही
ततस्तो तदंगुष्ठीपीडितामहि
नाम
ननाम तत्रा धर्म इभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता
तरीव सेव्या तरतः पदे पदे
तरीव सेव्या इतरत पदे पदे
यदेकपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
यदि कपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक
यदैकपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक तष्टौ तदाङ्गुष्ठनिपीडितामही न नाम तत्रादमिभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सेव्या तरतः पदे पदे यदैकपादेन सपार्थिवर्भक तष्टौ तदङ्गुष्ठनिपीडितामही न नाम तत्रार्धमिभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सेव्या तरतः पदे पदे Yeah, you all can chant now.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम। यदेकपादेन स पार्थिवर्भका ततस्तो तदङ्गुष्ठ निपीडिता मही न नाम तत्रा धर्म इभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सव्य इतरत पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
प्रभुजी
यदैकपादेन स पार्थिवार्भकस् तस्थौ तद् अंगुष्ठ निपीडिता मही न नाम तत्रार्धम् इभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सव्येतनरतः पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
कृष्ण प्रभुजी यदेकपादेन स पार्थिवार्भक तस्थो दष्टाङ्गित विडिदितमहि नाम तत्र धर्मविद्रिता दिष्टिता तरेव सभ्येतरतः पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। अजेत पादेन स पार्थिवार्भका ततस्तो तदंगुष्ठीमहि अनाम तत्राधर्मिभेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सभ्ये तरता पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यदैकपादेन स पार्थिवर्भका तस्थो निपीडिता मही न नाम तत्र अर्धम् इन्द्रियाधिष्ठिता तरीव स तरतः पदे पदे।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यदेकपादेन सा भातिवार्भिकाः सस्तोदङ्गी हुष्टान पीडिता मही न नाम तत्रादिवेशदुष्टितां शिष्टिता तरीव सव्येदरतं पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यदैकपादेन स पार्थवादिका तस्थौ तदंगुष्ठनिपीडिता मही न नाम तत्रादम्भेन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सवितरतः पदे पदे।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यदैकपादेन स पार्थिवार्भकस्ततौ तद् अंगुष्ठ निपीडिता मही न नाम तत्रार्धम् विपेन्द्र सृष्टिता तरीव सव्येतरत पदे पदे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Yes, anybody else?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। यदैकपादेन स पार्थिवार्भकः तस्थौ अनुपुष्टनिपीडिता मही न नाम तत्रार्धम् इत्येन्द्रधिष्ठिता तरीव सव्ये तरतः पदे पदे।
Thank you. Yada, when, eka, with one, padena, leg, saha, Dhruva Maharaj, parthiva, the kings, arbakaha, child, tasthau, remain standing, tat angushta is big toe, nipidita, being pressed, mahi, the earth, nanama, bend down, tatra, then, ardham, half, Iva Indra, the king of elephants, Dishtita, being situated. Tari iva, like a boat. Savya itarataha, right and left. Pade pade, in every step. As Dhruva Maharaj, the king's son, kept himself steadily standing on one leg, the pressure of his big toe pushed down half the earth, just as an elephant being carrying on a boat rocks the boat left and right with every step. As Dhruva Maharaj, the king's son, kept himself steadily standing on one leg, the pressure of his big toe pushed down half the earth, just as an elephant being carried on a boat rocks a boat left and right with every step.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The most significant expression in this verse is Parthivar Bhakta, the son of the king. When Dhruva Maharaj was at home, although he was a king's son, he was prevented from getting on the lap of his father.
No, your voice is getting broken.
Oh, is it Prabhuji? 1 second.
No, Prabhuji, it's fine.
So Priti Mataji, start again. Okay, it is fine. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes.
Just sorry, maybe my that. Now you start. So.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The most significant expression in this verse is Parthivar Bhakaha, son of the king. When Dhruva Maharaj was at home, although he was a king's son, he was prevented from getting on the lap of his father. But when he became advanced in self-realization or devotional service, by the pressure of his toe, he could push down the whole earth. That is the difference between ordinary consciousness and Krishna consciousness. In ordinary consciousness, a king's son may be refused something even by his father, but when the same person becomes fully Krishna conscious within his heart, he can push down the earth with the pressure of his toe. Hare Krishna. One cannot argue how is it that Dhruva Maharaj, who was prevented from getting upon the lap of his father, could press down the whole earth. This argument is not very much appreciated by the learned, for it is an example of Nagna Matrika logic. By this logic, one would think that because his mother in her childhood was naked, she should remain naked even when she is grown up. The stepmother of Dhruva Maharaj might have been thinking in a similar way. Since she had refused to allow him to get up on the lap of his father, how could Dhruva perform such wonderful activities as pressing down the whole earth? She must have been very surprised when she learned that Dhruva Maharaj, by concentrating constantly on the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart, could press down the entire earth like an elephant who presses down the boat on which it is loaded. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Yadaika padena saparthi varbhakas tastau tadangushta nipidita mahi nanama tattardam ibhendra dishita tariva sevya tarataha pade pade. As Dhruva Maharaj, the king's son, kept himself steadily standing on one leg, the pressure of his big toe pushed down half the earth, just as an elephant being carried on a boat rocks a boat left and right with his every step. Hare Krishna. So change of consciousness. So everybody just meditate what the best you can bring out so that we can share at the end a discussion on change of consciousness. We see the Bhagavad Gita itself, the book which we study so much. Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. All that Krishna does is change Arjuna's consciousness. Actually, nothing else changes. The same chariot remained, the same Arjuna remained, Arjuna did not become a man with 20 hands or 8 hands after hearing Gita. Everything was same. What did change was Arjuna's consciousness. And that is what is called real work. Real work in this world is to change the consciousness of people. And that really matters. Success of life is if you have changed your consciousness. Most of us get involved in externals, but an introvert person actually becomes a nice devotee because he is always conscious of change of consciousness. Is my consciousness getting degraded? Is it that again my consciousness is becoming involved in sense gratification? Okay. That's very important, that he is focused on changing his consciousness. Is more and more attraction to the Lord developing within my heart? Is it that more and more I am advancing in Krishna consciousness in this way? Is it that more and more I am developing detachment for sense enjoyment? Then I know my consciousness is changing for good. But now the sense objects are looking very attractive. I cannot live without varieties of sense gratification. Then I am going down. The person should be very alert. Not that I am just taking medicine. And many people say, I am taking medicine, I am chanting Hare Krishna. That's good. But why there is no change of consciousness? It's like you go to a doctor, you take a medicine, you also see your temperature. Doctor, since 1 month, our temperature is 105. I am taking a medicine. The doctor would have said, maybe it's a fake medicine. Or maybe you're not taking medicine properly. Or maybe this medicine doesn't work in you, we have to try another medicine. Okay. In Krishna consciousness, there is no change of medicine. In Krishna consciousness, the change is our submission. We have to do the process without any offense, submissively. Then we see the consciousness changes. So we saw in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, we saw that Arjuna had so many kind of questions because of material consciousness. His questions prove his material consciousness. Krishna, what will happen to my own men? Why should I kill my own relatives? He has fought so many wars before. But today when his own relatives are standing, he is getting disturbed. Consciousness. So Krishna lifts his consciousness by his transcendental word. How do you change the consciousness? First we recognize. Now very beautiful example Prabhupada is taking of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj was so weak, so small, tiny boy, that he could not even climb the lap of his father by his own will. He was obstructed. No, you cannot do that. Suriti told, and he had to obey that. So small. But he became so powerful that he could push down the earth with his step. Why? All he did was, by meditating on the Lord, his consciousness became fully Krishna conscious. See, any obstruction is actually in our life, our spiritual life, is only to help us change our consciousness. We see any obstruction because we have our own plan of life. And Krishna's plan, our plans are generally external. I want to become a lawyer, I want to become an IS officer, I want to become that, I want to become that. Krishna's plan is always consciousness. Sometimes these two things don't go together, so we can't understand why Krishna does certain activity. Okay? Out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes Krishna takes away something very dear to you because that is not helping you to elevate the consciousness. Right? Krishna does it or not? So he is working. Krishna's work is on the platform of changing the consciousness, and our work is external. We are not working on changing the consciousness, we are working in a very, very different way. We are working in a very different way, very external. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, to focus on changing the consciousness, you have to come out at externals and look in the world the same way Krishna is looking. When you look in the world the same way Krishna is looking, there is total resonance. You can appreciate Krishna. Just like we say Krishna, wonderful, wonderful. It is not only external. Sometimes it can be external also. Like yesterday we said the whole world trembled. Or today the earth shook. This is external. But we keep focusing on external, but real thing is internal. Like Parikshit Maharaj, if you only look externally, the snake came and bit him and he died. But if you look internally, the real thing is he was fully Krishna conscious, left to the spiritual world. So which vision is Krishna's vision? Internal. External will change. It's a matter of few days, body will anyway going to drop. Anyway this body is going to drop. But did I take advantage of the opportunity? Labdava sudurlabam idam bahu sambhavante. After millions of births, you got this opportunity, the human form body. Did you take advantage of that to change your consciousness? Turnam yatet, and quickly endeavor to change your consciousness before the death comes. Because after the death comes, that opportunity is gone. Correct? Because if you do not get human birth, even animal birth is very nicely explained. Even in animal birth, something is happening. What is happening in animal birth? Consciousness is gradually changing. But that process of change of consciousness is by experience. In life sometimes we try to do something. We get Krishna also tries to teach through Shastra, through instructions. Nothing is getting in the head. Then Krishna teaches external. Because you're not listening. Through the Shastra, through the devotees, through every angle, Krishna is trying to instruct you. You're not listening. Then what does Krishna do? Krishna gives you an experience. And by that experience, you feel, okay, I understand. Now I understood. We took experience. Reduce it. We know the example. I'll switch it on. The example of we know the example of Duryodhana. Krishna personally went to instruct him before the war, guided him. Even got many sages to guide him. But Duryodhana did not listen. A lot of people, Vidura guided him, Bhishma, many times, Bhishma, Vidura, everybody said, you are on a wrong path. He didn't listen. But then, as I told you many times, when he lay down on the battlefield with his thighs broken by the Gada of Bhima, Krishna felt sad. Bhagavatam mentions. I personally instructed him. He could have listened to me. True? So we are in the same situation as we. We will not learn. Same way Dhritarashtra was instructed of Vidura, continuously was instructed of Vidura. Do not patronize your son, he is very sinful by nature. You are supporting him because of that. The pure Pandavas are being harassed. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. He did not listen. Then you learn by experience. So if you want to, and if somebody goes to Dhritarashtra and he says, what are you doing? That's a famous example, Uddhava. When he went, Kunti, how are you? Much before the war, when Pandavas were small children. Krishna sent Uddhava to see how my pure devotees are doing. So he met her. How are you in Hastinapur? She was crying. So they're trying to kill my children. I mean, so much anxiety. Correct? They're trying to kill my children, so I'm in so much anxiety. So same way we should try to understand, we should try to deepen this understanding. That moment Uddhava felt very bad after hearing this. And straightway went to Dhritarashtra. What is all you doing this? Dhritarashtra said, I know Krishna is gone. But somehow I'm not able to control myself. When I look at Duryodhana, I lose all control of myself. I'm so attached to him. Correct? So this should be very deeply, very clearly understood. That, what should be understood? That we should not make a statement like Duryodhana. We should not make a statement like Duryodhana. That I cannot do anything. Then, all like Dhritarashtra, I know Krishna is God, but I cannot. I know this is right, I know this is wrong, but I will not follow this. This is not good, this is not a statement of Krishna consciousness. This is something else. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can change my consciousness. Yes, my whole life will change today. So when people talk about being successful, to show to the world, to make the world tremble, or to push down earth, we become, yes, I will also meditate and get the power and shake the earth, and everybody will notice. That is the most important. Devotee just changes his consciousness. Everything remains same. One devotee is giving a nice example, just like you go in a Mercedes car, you hardly feel any inconvenience because nice springs are there. So life events will be the same, but devotee does not feel the way a normal person feels. Prabhupada says, very nice written in Bhagavad Gita, that a karmi and a devotee may be doing the same thing, but there is a wide gulf in their consciousness. Karmi is working in office, working hard, I'll get so much money, and I will enjoy my senses after that. Karmi feels like that. But a devotee never feels like that. Devotee is another picture. No. I'll be sincere, I'm working so that I can serve my Lord. So I can maintain my body so that I can serve. Therefore, a devotee life is always simple living and high thinking. Because he's actually high thinking means simple living means he minimizes his energy for maintenance of the body. That's the mark of a devotee, simple living. It minimizes the efforts for maintenance. Personal life is very simple. But he puts all his energy in changing the consciousness. And society is simply living and no thinking. They are so much lost in the externals and there is no effort to change the consciousness. Now particularly when you are living in a society which is external, self-advertising, what are the people you see anytime? Always self-advertising, always talking, I'm special, I'm great, people talking about that. That is how the whole society is. And here you are interested in changing your consciousness. It's very difficult to live with such. They are totally two different kind of people. One person is simply living, no thinking, he is having no plan of advancement of consciousness. And what is the advancement of Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada says very simple introduction to Gita, the individual jiva consciousness should become subordinate to the authority of the Lord called Krishna consciousness. Unless we have an attitude, let my consciousness become subordinate to the consciousness of Guru, we should not take Diksha. What is Diksha basically? My consciousness become subordinate to the consciousness of the Guru. That's all. Just like Prabhupada says, I was so fortunate to come inside the protection of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada. Come under the protection. Correct? We allow the Guru to rule. You will not do that. Yes, I will not. But today, we have functionally the mind is independent and is actually tricking us by this independent to explore sense enjoyment. Not only explore, to plan sense enjoyment. Somehow wants us to become free. You know? But devotee's mind is always controlled. Srila Prabhupada ordered me. These things I am not supposed to do. These are the basics, A, B, C, D. 4 regulative principles, chant 16 on. This is Prabhupada order to me, A, B, C, D order. So I have to obey this order of Prabhupada. My consciousness has become subordinate to the consciousness of an acharya. That's called Diksha. Because I am not able to determine whether these things are good or bad for me. Because my conscience is low. Because he is on an advanced consciousness, he is telling, do this. So I am doing this. So you get the benefit. You may not have realization smoking is good and bad, but Guru says you are not going to smoke. Yes, I will obey you. So you get the advantage of it as an advanced consciousness. Your activities are being governed by an advanced consciousness because you know at your level of consciousness, even small basic sinful activities do not feel wrong. So let me take shelter of a Guru by his words and actions. I keep away from sinful activities. Because why? His conscious is very advanced. It's like the famous example. One drug addict went to Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, I really feel ecstatic after taking drugs. So Prabhupada said, no, your Krishna consciousness is already there. You do not need to take drugs. You can just chant and change your consciousness. And he says that I accepted it because I knew he had a very advanced consciousness and I wanted that. Okay? So real preaching means actually not just preaching. The people should be able to feel by your behavior, by your activities, by your words, that actually you are in advanced consciousness. Then people will surrender and obey you. Why they'll obey if they feel he has same consciousness with me? Why they will obey you? Why should he obey? What is the purpose? There is no purpose. Why artificially and nothing will last? Only the reason somebody will obey when he feels that actually I will be under his protection. Correct? You go to somebody and he says, please tell me what to do. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Why do we obey? Because you know he has a better idea of life. Correct? I obey. And that is called actually taking shelter of a Vaishnava, taking shelter of a Guru. So the whole program is to change the consciousness. There is not much time because one moment of time, we say, it is said that one moment you cannot, even if you give millions of rupees, you cannot get that moment. So what you would have done in that moment? Hari Hari Bifale Janma Gaya. I simply wasted that moment for sense enjoyment. Actually, every moment is for me is an opportunity to serve Krishna. And moment more and more my conscience becomes totally aligned to serve Krishna. Then there is no need for Krishna to give painful experiences. There is no need. The very reason sometimes Krishna gives painful experiences is there is an objective. There is a plan to change the consciousness. Sometimes we understand, sometimes pashyanapi na pashyati, we see and still we do not see that. Correct? It's not very deep. It's actually, if you want to see, very visible what Krishna is trying to do. Not big paheli, a big mystery. Like the Pandavas, what happened? The Bhishma says, how much my dear daughter or granddaughter Kunti suffered. It's very difficult to understand the plan of the Lord. He says that. Very difficult. Here is Arjuna himself so virtuous. Here is Yudhishthira so pure, virtuous. I can see Draupadi, so pure, so virtuous, but still they suffered so much. It's very difficult. Why this thing Krishna arranges? So for pure devotees, it is actually difficult to understand their position because there is no karma for them. For them, their activities are actually happening ordained by the Lord. Their life is totally under Shakti of Yoga Maya. Mahamaya cannot even touch. And whatever activity they are displaying is very difficult to understand. Vaishnava Kriya Mudra is very difficult. But for a common man, it is very easy. Somebody is drinking, has got a drinking habit, we know he has been put in the de-addiction camp. What is so difficult to understand that? Is it difficult? It's very easy. Why the de-addiction camp? Because he became a drunkard. Is it difficult to understand? No, it is very difficult, easy. We are in that position. We are in that position, very ABCD position. Not some esoteric waves of Krishna consciousness, and then Krishna gives a particular wave. Oh, how to understand? Aisa nahi hai. Very, very, very base life, wherein like an animal our life is, and therefore very easy to understand sometimes why Krishna does certain activities. But when we purify our heart, when we become totally nourished by Krishna consciousness, okay, then there are higher and higher realms, and Krishna is difficult to understand. We are in the realm of Mahamaya. What is so difficult to understand? Section इतना लगेगा या section उतना लगेगा, उसमें मुश्किल क्या है समझने के लिए? 20 साल का जेल हो गया, उसको 8 साल का जेल, ये मुश्किल था क्या? नहीं. Crime was for 8, 10, 20 years jail, crime was for 8 years jail. Very easy to understand. So don't think some mysterious things happen in our life. Very easy, very basic. You go ask a jailer, sir, why I got 20 years jail? Yeah, you did a murder. Over. No, it's very difficult to understand the plan of the judge. Vaishnava Kriya Mudra. What Vaishnava, what Kriya Mudra? We are not come. Vaishnava is a very big thing. You know, at this position it is not easy. Therefore, follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order, Trinat Pisvani Chena, become more humbler than blade of grass, Taror Apisaishana, both taller than a tree, Amanina, don't expect respect for yourself, Manadena, give respect to others, okay? Even though they may not respect you, practice this and peacefully practice Krishna consciousness. People will come by the will of Prabhupada, by the will of Krishna. Some people will come to help you in your program to do whatever small service you are doing to serve Srila Prabhupada. Some people will not come. That will go on, the drama will go on. But we should be fixed that my real program is to change my consciousness. And actually, Prabhupada named the institution, say, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. This whole movement is made to change our consciousness. It is not so much focused on the externals. You know, when Srila Prabhupada started his movement, some people came to him. Swamiji, we have in the state of India no water. So please you do something. So Prabhupada said, you don't do yagna, there will be no rain. That's it. So, Swamiji, if you want, our government men can also come, you can distribute water. These are all you can read. Prabhupada did not allow anybody to budge his movement from International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Because this very aim and objective of the movement will become a side thing, and other things will become very popular. Because people celebrate social services, they'll clap very nicely. Oh, he done social service. And then you will be hardly able to present 0.0001 Krishna consciousness. Your situation will like, I remember once what happened. We had a bus to sell books. Now books are not easy to sell. Who will know? Only those will know who have gone to sell. Those who never attempted to go to a stranger and sell a book, they will not know. Giving free distribution is not a big deal. But it's a real big deal when you convince somebody to buy Bhagavad Gita, spend his 300 hard-earned money. It's very difficult, it's not easy. Mostly people will reject. There was one, our member, I remember, he wanted to give Bhagavad Gita to his relatives. He was quite elder. Nobody took. And next day he went, where they put a table. They were all the children and grandchildren. So next day there was a gathering of the family. He said, I have books free today. People wanted 5. And one for my uncle also, one for my neighbor also. So giving free books doesn't really show your spiritual power. And there is a danger that person will never read. Therefore Prabhupada, I gave an order, never gives my books free. That's an instruction of Srila Prabhupada, don't give it free. Prabhupada said rather, he said the Christians failed in India because of that picture. They were distributing Bible free. Anything you get free, you just keep it aside. Correct? Or something you pay even some amount, you really value. See, a book, Bhagavad Gita size in the market costs 1,000 rupees. Any book, see the school textbooks and all, they're just giving for a very good rate. Prabhupada said there are enough merit in my books. If you explain that, they will happily buy them. But you have forgotten there is any merit, you don't even know there is any use, so you cannot sell a book. It's not easy to sell a book. It is challenging to sell a book. So we had a temple book van which used to go and park in a very important place. And we used to sell maybe 40, 50 Gitas a day after a lot of effort. We will be standing outside in the book. Bus used to open like a shop. And will go, people take a Gita, take a Gita. 4, 5 people will manage. Somebody got an idea. But anyway, why not sell agarbattis? So one agarbatti came to the vehicle. They are very easy to sell because every house there is consumption of agarbatti. Then became photo frame, then became CDs, then became this, then became that. Situation became that after a few months somebody went to purchase Gita. He was searching for where he kept the Gita in the bus. Because these things are taken over. Prashadam, agarbatti, this, that. So, similarly, the same way, at the moment when your objective is to bring the society to Krishna consciousness, we have actually real work. It's not easy. You will be planning if you can have sweet harinams, because to give Krishna consciousness, there can be no cheating. There can be no shortcut. We actually have to become Krishna conscious, both by philosophy and also by apani achari, by our own behavior. So once these two things are there, people will be submissive, they will be respectful, and you can give them Krishna consciousness. But doing other objectives, to be known as a very charitable person, there will be a lot of donations also. You go to some gentleman, sir, we are building a temple for the Lord. First thing he'll say, why do you need one more temple? You already so many temples. They'll say like, we can give some food to the poor people. Won't that be better? Some homeless man we can give home. Won't that be better? Why you are wasting your time in selling Bhagavad Gita? Swamiji, what is the use of all this? When Srila Prabhupada so many years ago in India went to so many people, previously people have to have more children, now they're reporting India's population has also started reducing. So people used to have around 4 children. They said 2 children mean population balances. Less than 2, population start reducing. In India also most of the people are having no or single. 2 is becoming highest. 3 is very, very rare. So the average has come below 2. So the population will start reducing and the effect will come, like it happened in China. So then this become part of the whole world today. That's another issue. So Prabhupada went, say you have 4 sons, you can give me 1 son, I will train him. He can teach the message of Bhagavad Gita all around the world. You know what he said? Swamiji, what is the use of all this? People told. They do not know the real thing for my son will be. How many parents understand this point? All the parents have so much existential anxiety. My child will grow up, you should settle down, you should get a good job. And so much they are lost into this anxiety for maintenance. They forget the real thing. My duty as a parent was to change his consciousness. Pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat, guru na sasyat. You become a guru. You want to become a guru. You want to become a teacher. You want to become a father. You want to become a husband. But you cannot change the consciousness of your dependent. Why are you doing that? It's of no use. Why? Because the real work of change in consciousness you are not doing. Right? So actually, the Brahmanas do real work in society in the Vedic time. The Kshatriyas, that's why Brahmanas are respected, because they do the real work. Just like India was invaded at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they said, I don't bother all this. He didn't bother. He could have taken form. He said, these people cannot do, they're monkeys, just jumping around here, there. No use. We become very disturbed when you see monkeys jumping here, there. That's okay. They cannot do any real work of changing this country. Correct? Because here, Krishna consciousness taken root in this country. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't bother. No, it's okay. You come back. Correct? And by effort of the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we see gradually the whole country is coming to Krishna consciousness. Even cities like Delhi, there are dozens of temples. Bombay, all cities. Slowly taking grip. So what is the point to understand? That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't get alarmed. Even Srila Prabhupada, when his guru said, you take up the mission to change the consciousness of the whole world, he said, first our country should become independent. But Chaitanya Prabhupada said, that's not important. Let us focus on changing the consciousness of society. Correct? It's not very important. So sometimes you may think there is temple or temple. Actually, there was once one devotee wrote to a Prabhupada. Said, Prabhupada, we are only 3 devotees. How do I feel so bad? A small temple. So Prabhupada wrote back a letter, very touching letter, which I used to keep reading, because we were for a long time only 3 devotees. The letter said, the number is not important, it is consciousness which is important. If there is Krishna consciousness, real work happens. Okay? See, without Krishna consciousness, even you are 100 people, no work will happen. And if there is Krishna consciousness when you are single, work will happen. And Prabhupada personally proved it. He was alone. He went to America, and the hippies and all were totally debauchees. Some of them not even dressed properly. Could they even touch the consciousness of Acharya? We would have fell down. I tell you, if I would have gone in such situation, I would have fallen down. Seeing such beautiful American woman, and I would have fallen down. A debauchee life, I would have given up, maybe joined their hippie group itself. What happened to Kala Krishna Dasa would have happened to us. Kala Krishna Dasa came with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to South India, and he ran away. Even though he is an associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ran away, attracted by gypsy woman. Something like that would have happened to us. But no. Srila Prabhupada, because his consciousness was developed, nothing could happen. We see Haridas Thakur, Bada Haridas Thakur. The Maya Devi personally came to test. Correct? Radhari gave Diksha to him. What is the difference between Chota Haridas Thakur and Bada Haridas Thakur? Difference is of consciousness. Correct? What is the difference between Ajamila and Bada Haridas Thakur? Ajamila also saw a scene, one woman that did not dress properly. He left his wife and ran away with her. What happened to the Bada Haridas Thakur? He kept chanting so ecstatically. The prostitute changed instead of his changing. So we do not understand the real work is changing our consciousness for ourselves and your dependents. That's the real work. That's the primary work. Secondary, yes, it's not that they should starve, teach them how to live, but we don't teach that. We are in so much anxiety. We say, chalta hai, maybe later in life. Why later in life? Why not today? Now let him focus upon his career later. Later, why? Why later? Later nothing will happen. Correct? And then few silly friends are there. They will say, yes, your child has become some big engineer, has become a big doctor. Oh, we feel pride. And the children have to be just a tool for that. Can't he appreciate and see when children become Krishna conscious? I really do not understand why parents become upset. Sometimes we go into a program in school, the parents call the principal. Hey, that's like Hiranyakashipu. He saw his child totally Krishna conscious. Hey, become mad. Who made him mad like this? Instead of appreciating, congratulating, thanking, yes, wonderful. After your association, my child is chanting name of Krishna, people are like, Hiranyakashipus, wait, let him not get serious. You should not do this. Later in life, maybe in old age, you can think about this. Isn't that the society has become like that? Whole life lost to externals of sense enjoyment, so-called stupid positions, status in society. No interest that why did Krishna give me a child? It is not my child, it is Krishna's child. But today Krishna brought the child in my shelter for what purpose? For what purpose did Krishna did creation? For your externals? No. For internal, yes. The whole creation is created so that we can come out of our foolishness and we can become Krishna conscious. So I am father, I am a king, I am a prime minister. Am I thinking in this election? Yes, please make me the prime minister again. I'll change the whole country to Krishna consciousness. Yes, now you can become the prime minister. No idea. Correct? So all the responsibilities for actually not changing the externals, primarily therefore changing the internal. Correct? But you cannot do any work of changing the internal unless you are Krishna conscious. Prabhupada said, Krishna Shakti Vina na hoy parivartana. This parivartana is not external, it is internal. So if you want to do real work of changing the consciousness of the society, what you do? You need Krishna Shakti. You need Krishna Shakti. And Krishna Shakti will come by the blessing. Therefore Prabhupada says, unless you are blessed by the Lord, you cannot make your dependents spiritually happy. They will not be spiritually happy under you because you are not being blessed by the Lord. People come to seek why somebody comes to temple. For external, he is foolish. Internal, he is intelligent. So we have come actually in association with devotees to change our consciousness to Krishna consciousness. Correct? And for that is the real work we have to do for ourselves and the society, then we become happy. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you everybody. Hare Krishna everybody.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhanva pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Lalita Mataji, you wanted to add something?
Yes, Prabhuji, that is practically like, theoretically, yes, we can talk in any length, but then practically when it comes very difficult to convince people and all, like what you said, even I had that first Gita day, I got 5 books, I gave free, everybody took. Next when I was very overwhelmed and then I bought 10 books and still everything is lying with me for past 2 years, it is still there with me. People will like to take free, but then to inculcate that Krishna consciousness in them is very difficult. Practically, I'm saying that.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Godashi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'm just remembered about the shloka what we are learning in Nectar of Devotion. That is Sarvapadi Vinirmuktam Tat Paritrena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So we need to, serve our senses towards the Lord and not to our self-gratification. And we have to give up all the designation. And when everyone does this, I think it will be peace. And like you always quote about the Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasya, Sarvaloka Suhadram. Like that book also tells that Krishna is only the enjoyer, he's only the controller, he's only the proprietor. So when everybody comes to that platform, then there will be real peace. Prabhuji.
Yes, Supriti Mataji, whole world is on changing externals, but Prabhupada has given us to change the internal. So how do you face the contrasting situation at home or outside society?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Like we can't bring the change in others very quickly, Prabhuji. Like slowly, if we change ourselves and if we influence our lifestyle to them, then they'll be slowly attracted and they'll learn to know like what made her this change, and they were also interested to know. And for that, like it's very difficult. Like when I give book to them or ask them to purchase, it's difficult. So what I usually practiced is, like if there's any function, family gathering at home, I lost my mother, then we had a family gathering for the last process. Then I distributed all the Bhagavad Gita books to each and every one of them. And they feel, and every time they meet, they keep telling like, I still remember the book you gave me, Bhagavad Gita. Though I don't study, I'll keep it in puja room and I'll do the puja. Then I start telling like, you don't have to do the puja. First you start reading slowly, one page a day in the puja room. Then you'll slowly understand the essence of it. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Sureshwar Prabhu, how do you deal with this situation? Society is after status, position and all, and our main focus is to change the consciousness. How do you see the contrast?
Of course, Prabhuji, everybody is after power and money, and simply lost in material attachments. Very difficult for them to come to consciousness. There should be some agrata security and mercy of the Lord, and just by the association of the devotees, it will be possible. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Vipin Vilas Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Actually, we have to lead by the example. First, we have to see the change in ourselves, and then while seeing the change in our our family members or the near and dears or the subordinates, they can realize there is a really change. Then they will definitely accept. But if we are not changing the preaching, it will not affect. So this is my realization. And slowly, the changes I can lead.
Hare Krishna, anybody wants to add something? Yes, you can add. It's open for everybody.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I'm planning to open a Bhakti Viksha in my apartment.
Very good.
So that I will take up the children from the surrounding and then put the posters, and I'll try to bring, like, through the child only the parents can also learn about Krishna and they will also be attracted. So I'm planning to bring lot of books, chanting beads and bags, and then try to give. So I'll start with a few children and then trying to do this, Prabhuji.
Very nice, very nice. Take care.
Hare
Amara kya guru bhav tara idesh, yare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. On my order become guru and preach. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
for
Hare
all the teachings. And Aishwari Mataji, she has done the course. And so I have been able to do in the temple and in and around. I go for preaching, but then I thought this is the best time that I do in my own place, because here there are not one devotee is here presently, Prabhuji. So, but they just call me, they greet me like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So everyone knows Hare Krishna by now. So at least they will come to the classes and all.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you so
Guruji
much.
Mataji, you wanted to say something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, not me, Prabhuji. Adi Deva had a question.
Uh-huh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, you mentioned in the class that Kunti Maharani said to Uddhava that I am in anxiety, like the Duryodhana, the Dushasana, and the Duryodhana, like they're making plans to kill. So, and whereas in Kunti Stuti, Kunti Maharani says that Vipada Tattvadarshinaha, that the more anxiety, the more difficulty I get, the more I can remember Krishna. So, how do you understand this, Prabhu?
See, he inquired, how are you, how is everything? So at that moment, why didn't she say, I'm happy, a lot of calamities are there. Tell Krishna, some more calamities. No, so she just spoke in one way at that time as a mother. Okay? And later she spoke in a different way. Okay? At two different plans. At that time more she is speaking like a mother. Okay? Mother is trying to protect the children. And later she spoke like a advanced devotee. Okay? And the role of a devotee, I think one is the role of a mother, because mother's duty is to protect the children. Isn't mother's duty to protect the children? Yes, no? Yes, Krishna, Vipada can come, you can take away. Yes, Sarita Mataji.
Krishna.
Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, as being a gynecologist, it's easy for me to distribute Prabhuji the books, because all those who are coming pregnant, they're the most susceptible ones.
They're not able to hear you. Hare Krishna.
Am I audible, Prabhuji?
No, no.
Krishna, am I audible?
Now better. Yes, Madam.
Prabhuji, I think it's easier to capture the people for giving big distribution. And most of them, when they are pregnant, they are very susceptible to it. They are very receptive to it. You can hear me, Prabhuji? Correct?
Not audible.
Yes, correct. Wonderful. Because I could not hear. Correct. Wonderful. Hello, we'll close today. Some audio problem, Mataji. Okay? Vacha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhuvev cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavyo
namo namah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Pranam. Thank you so much.
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.